Hey guys, trying to do a quick video for you to help you understand generals a little bit better. I'm going to use Electra as my example here. And I want to show you what it is that you want to look at when you're selecting a general. And before you get invest into a general at all, you want to make sure that you get the best one you can really get your hands on. I was really lucky to get Electra. She's not free. I don't buy the $100 packs, which is where you would get a general like this. We always talk about Archer, we talk about Leishaman. Electra is one of the very best in the game. I got lucky to get her in the art hall. So that's why I'm spending money on the specialties. These are very, very expensive, and they add up more and more, but it's where you actually get a lot of the stats. That's what I want to talk about, the main areas where you get the stats. The main skill book is where we get lost. It's very easy to see. This is the first thing that you see in a general, but it's only what you start with. So we don't want to fall into the trap of just looking at the main skill book. What you want to look at is the specialties that come along with it, and all gold historic generals will have 4 of those. In order to unlock this one, the last one, you have to actually unlock and fully finish all of these. And as you get up to the top tiers, it gets very expensive. So save your rune stones to be able to do that. Let's forget about gear. Let's forget about dragon. You can take those off and you can add them to any general. So really what we're looking at is we're looking at the main skill, we're looking at the added skill books, and then we're looking at the specialties. But most important and the most difficult thing to understand, and the main purpose for this video, is looking at the actual base stats. I'm going to focus on attack because in archers, attack is very, very, very important. It's one of the most important stats in this game, and especially when you're focusing on your archers, you want to maximize your archer attack. So you can see that I've got Electra up to 1357, and you see this number beside it, 22.05. That number is actually really key because every single level is how much I'm going to add on to that base stat. Just so you understand, that 85, that comes from the dragon. As you level up your dragon, you get more stats from that. That dragon can actually add on, in this case, another 4 levels for me. That's pretty significant. So essentially my Electra without the dragon, with the dragon on, is like a level 35. These stats, they compile, and you can see them in this screen right here when you hit the Cultivate screen. Cultivating is very important. You can actually add on to those base stats an extra 500. It'll cost you around 150 to 200 gems. You want to try to keep it even as you go so that these numbers all come as close, and if you get lucky, sometimes you can have them flip over 500. You can never cultivate them past that base level, so I recommend you get them to level 22 and get them fully starred before you start cultivating. So that way you don't run into a ceiling. So in this case, Electra's got a really nice attack. She can get up to, right now I'm getting up to 181% extra. That is significantly more than my base stat. That's a lot. Now, the way that this works is your first 900 points, you're going to get 0.1%. You multiply it by 0.1. So if you had, your stat was exactly 900, you would have 90%. As you add on after that, you get to multiply the rest of the number by 0.2. So say you add on another 100 and your stat's 1,000. That means you get 90% for the first bit, but then you get 20% for the next 100. So that means you're at 110 now. So that number climbs a lot faster as you move up. So it's very important to rank that up. Be able to tell how that's going to work. We're going to look from this screen here, and we're going to take a look at Electra. And if you were to compare this to a purple general or some of the lower quality generals, you're going to see that her attack is multiplier is 8.87. There's this number on the left, but that's there to confuse us. That's there to show us what seems to be more important than it is. But really this number adds up in small increments, but it makes a huge difference. You can make up, a 5-point difference very quickly by just increasing this by a few points. Very key to know. So these numbers being high makes a general really good. Hope that's helped you guys.